So we're alternating the break. We're going to go with a race to 5. We're going to see how long this takes. We're going to see if anybody gets into a fist fight. We're going to see, we're just going to see what happens here, right? We're going to watch together. We're going to learn together. It's a little experimental with this short rack setup, but it's going to be good. I assume they're playing like M8 rules, I guess. So it's probably ball in hand in the kitchen if you scratch, on the break, ball in hand anywhere in a foul. We're not going to play 8 on the breaks, take the points. We're not going to play it that way. We're just going to play some short rack 8 ball. Here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. What's the stakes? Let's go, weirdos. That's right, bro. Shaving. Yeah, shaving's the stakes. Oh, yeah. Oh, handshake. These guys are such gentlemen. I don't know if they're gambling. These guys are both nits, so I don't. They're these guys are league players, man. League players don't gamble, bro. I don't know. Probably they're playing for pride. Okay, let's watch it. I'm excited. The first inaugural break of the short rack stream. Okay, here we go. All right, stripes go in. So let's see. If I was shooting, is there any trouble? That 3 ball is kind of trashy. We're going stripes, I think. The 11 ball, I think I'd go, if he can go forward and hold his line for the 11, I'd go 10, 11 in the corner, 9 in the side, boom, break and run out. So let's see. The only issue is the cue ball's a little close, but I think see, if he goes to the 9 next, it's tricky to go from the 9 to the 11. So I think he's going forward, high ball for the 11. Well, now he switched it in the middle of his shot. Let's see what he's doing. Yeah, okay, so now this is a little tricky, right? Let's see where he puts the 11. Yeah, see, that kind of gives me a little bit of a tell that that it's tricky for him to have to get off the ball and look at it and think about it. Because if he could have rolled forward, he would have shot a roll shot and a roll shot. So now he's shooting a roll shot, and now this is the problem. He went across his line for the 11, and now he's got a tough back cut on a tight table, on a stream, against his arch enemy. See how Taylor does it. He's a good ball pocketer for sure. Check out the acceleration, deceleration. What's he got? Is he pushing forward? He does, and he hit it too thick. Okay. All right. Well, there I think I would have liked to know if we could have went the 11 next and just sort of like went forward and had a little tougher shot on the 11 to guarantee a nice rolling shot on the 9. So let's see. What's the pattern here? The 1 is kind of blocked by that 11. It's kind of the only like quote unquote trouble ball, if you want to call it that, on the table, because it's got limited access. So I think I would go 4 ball to the 2 ball to the 1 ball to the 3 ball to the 8 ball. Okay? Because he doesn't have much travel on the cue ball that way. He just kind of checks it towards the 2, and then he kind of just a little roll shot here. Yep, nice. Now the angle on the 2 is important. Because see, now he's cutting the 2 and going towards the 1. I would have liked to be on the other side of the shot line there, Jared. I would have liked to be, yeah, because now you're gonna have to, yeah, see this is not the best, bro, because now you're coming across looking at that side pocket, and if you imagine the cue ball right by the dot, the center dot, I would have used probably the center, the head spot. I would have used that as my target, and then I would have just rolled the 2 in, stop the 1, stop the 3, stop the 8. So now we're traveling the cue ball, and we're going to have some movement here. Let's see how it works. Didn't work that great. Okay, because see, when you have that much cue ball movement, you get distracted by getting on a tough ball into a lot of like travel on the cue ball. So that's why I guess if you were to come back and watch this, Jared, I would have taken time to look and get a little better angle on the two ball. This I would go low ball. I hope he's not going high. That Taylor there he needed to just stun it right out towards the I'm like, why are we going high ball? I hope he wasn't going high to leave it in that corner up there because that was a bunny rabbit like stun shot. That's one you could almost roll it, But even if it was a little stun there, because when you're playing on a 4 1/8, 9-foot table, you don't want to be playing short side shape. So see what he's doing. Now I would stick him on the end rail here and put that 8 ball real close to that corner pocket. I would go in the corner here, Jared Taylor. I would go in the corner, and the reason why I'd hit this in the corner is because I could hit it soft, and I'd leg the 8 towards the side rail and leave the cue ball back where your hand is. Okay, because see your cue ball, you lost the game, right? If your cue ball's on the nameplate here, you have a chance, and if that 8 ball's down by that corner, it's creating a ton of pressure for Jared. Now there's no pressure on him, right? He just has to pop this one in, not scratched, and whatever. I mean, just get on the 2 straight in, or not straight. You don't want to be straight, and you want to have a little angle on the 2. So you want to be not there, too much angle. You want to, and if it's bad where it's literally going to follow straight into the side, then I'd shoot a little draw shot on the 1, hit the 3, hit the 2, and then the 8. But I think he can go forward here. Yeah, I just would be careful. Okay, that's good. That's exactly where I wanted you to go. Thanks. Not that it matters where I want you to go. That's where I'm very pleased with that shot. That was an awesome shot. He's got just enough angle. Yep. I like what he's doing. He's looking at his position, and all he needs to do is hit this on the thick side of the pocket because it wants to go in. It's begging to go in, and then pop it across, just like so. Nice. It's a stop shot on the 3, 8 ball on the side. Bob's your uncle. All right, Taylor. I guess you just had a little deceleration on that ball. And, yep, cost you the game. So I would set that back up, Taylor, when you get home or whatnot. And I would hit that as a stun shot. And I just find that stun shot and it's a takeaway, right? Just a takeaway. Okay, let's go, weirdos. All right. Hey, just some dude. And crazy legs, chili mo. Okay, 8 ball on the side, clean it up. We're all good. Okay, so 1-0, couple turnovers, shaking the nerves off, and learning a little bit. The learning moment there, and this is nice because there's less balls, so it's really easy to follow the plot here. So for Jared, Jared would be that shape on the 2 ball. That's pretty much what cost him the game. If Taylor would have pocketed the ball that he was left wide open on, then he would have won the game. So Taylor would go practice that shot. Jared would set that up again and spend some more time getting the right angle so you don't have that cue ball movement as much. Because cue ball movement is harder to play great cue ball when you have to move it across lines and slidey things. And the less movement, the better cue ball you can play. So in that case, and your pocketing goes up when you have less movement on the cue ball, your ball pocketing, because he ended up missing the shot that he was shooting. So nothing's messed up here. Everyone loves everyone. We're just talking about what do we learn? Okay. All the great things are the great things. Jared's a great ball pocketer. I noticed someone said he's got a great pre-shot routine. That's very true. And Taylor has a great beard. No, Taylor's awesome. Taylor's playing good. He's hitting the balls good in general. We just, I think that was a little bit of nerves on the first shot. I get it, man. We're on a stream. There's like literally 5s of 10s of people watching. And crazy, right? A lot of pressure. Okay. Here we go. Break. Okay. Hit some sort of modified soft break-ish. Now we go 9 ball, 10 ball, 11 ball, whatever that, 12 ball, 8 ball. So we got to get on that. Yes, we got to get on that 10 next. So we're going to float up and we have a multi-ball position. We're going to stun out to that range to have a nice little angle on the 10. And then we're going to see, we need to come out another 3 feet. So he's shooting kind of fast. Taylor, we got to work on this. Okay. And I like it. That's a great shot. Now, I'd like to see you walk over and find out where exactly you want to be on the 12. I don't want you looking from here, and definitely don't want you shooting from here. It looks like you're going to look and shoot from here. We'll work on that, Taylor. I want you to walk around and find your spot. Because see, now it was just trouble, okay? Because if you go and now you shoot the 12 in the corner, and it's a tough shot. Now imagine, close your eyes after the fact, Taylor, and imagine your cue ball was on the center line and you had a stop shot on the 12 or a little bump roll. Be easier than this. Okay, pop this one in, baby. Oh, yes, nice. Results focused. That's me cheering on everybody. Okay, so this is the hard. Yep, it's okay, Taylor. This is how we're getting what we call in the business seasoning, right? Seasoning. So that's fine. Probably felt a little guilty about that 12 ball shape and was distracted and missed the 8. Okay, what are we doing here? Now you got to think this one through. Are we going for it or are we playing safe? One way to play safe is to push this 2 ball out 2 rails towards the corner pocket by where he's standing, and the cue ball up off 1 rail up past the 4 ball. Because if you go for this shot and miss it, you could leave the 8, and that is not a good safety. Because if you don't execute it correctly, he shoots it straight in the hole. And that was, I don't know if you hooked him, but that was, and here's the other thing, Jared. I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying those balls are tied up, bro. If you would have pushed my shot, the 2 and the 3 would have been separate. You'd have been able to run out at your next inning at the table. Now all he has to do is hit it, and you still have work to do. And if he pushes this 8 in front of the corner pocket, you've got a big problem on your hands. Wow, what a shot. Taylor made. Okay, Taylor made. He's fun. See the 2 and the 3 there, Jared, tied up? We wanted to separate those. That's the learning moment there in that shot. Separation. So we have to think about where the balls are going to end up. Because if that 2 and 3 were there, and he hung that 8 there and left the cue ball in that pocket, it would have been hard for you to get those 2 balls cleaned out and cleared out. But if you would have went forward and hit like the 1 pocket shot, it's a shot. You push the cue ball through the 2, it comes up towards the nameplate up here off that side rail. The 2 ball goes back up towards that pocket where you made the 8, and now you have 4 balls spread out and no shot in the 8, other than a super long bank that, if he misses, you can run out. So it's 2-1 Taylor. Yeah, a couple little errors here and there each game, but we're getting it done. We're learning, we're having fun. This is good. Let's see what we got. Taylor's break-in. Okay, not a bad little break. Makes a ball. What do we have? Yeah. All right. Shoot the 9 into the 1. I mean, with the cue ball, push the cue ball into the 1, and then you're gonna draw that 11 ball. You're going to draw that 11 because the 11's blocking the pocket. So your game-winning shot is to hit the 9 into the 1 right here and push the 1 over just a little bit. Leave the cue ball right in that range. And then you're going to have to sneak that 11 out towards the center of the table and go 10 to the 8. So you got to push this in very accurately and use that one ball as a stopper, like that's your backstop. You're going to run into it and backstop it. Don't be drawing this, son. Just push it right into it, nice and slow. See what he does. Yeah, that's the problem. Unnecessary. You were trying to avoid the one where you needed the one. Now you got problems. Because now this is no good. And this is kind of straightish. That ball's covered. And now you're going to have to hit a long shot with a suspect cue ball and a lot going on, right? And there's just a lot going on. Like you literally need to have that cue ball land between the 1 and the 8. So if I'm going for this, I'd probably try to just aim for that 8 ball with the cue ball off a 1 rail with some outside, something like that. So step 1, yeah, well, Steph forgot to make it. Okay, so here we go. Jared, let's see. Depends on what he has. That 3 ball's a problem. So I'd be thinking about, is there anything I can do to position the balls better? I can't really make a ball and get on the 3. So if I start shooting them in, that doesn't really make sense. What can I do? I'm trying to think it through. Could I leg the 1? Let's see, into the pocket. Yeah, see, that doesn't do any good. I'm trying to think about it. It's a good one. This is a tough spot. Now you're at an advantage because you got more balls, but we got to start moving them around and positioning them and trying to figure out what to do with them. And I don't think moving the 3 makes sense. That kind of makes it tough on him. I'd actually think about pushing this cue ball through the 1 towards the 4 and trying to lock on the 4. And that would probably not leave him too much on the 11. I mean, it's tough, right? Well, I guess maybe that's not good. Maybe I'd just chop off the 1 and leave a bank on the 10. That's it. I'd cut off the 1 thin and leave a bank on the 10. That's what I would do. I mean, because this doesn't do a lot for you. You're going to have a difficult time at the end here. Okay, how did you guys decide to play 8 short rack 8 ball? I want to see him run racks, and we're not running racks with a full rack. And I wanted to see real punishment for missed safeties like that shot where he missed the safety on the 4. See if this was a full rack, it just doesn't have the pressure. I want the pressure on these MFers, right? That's why. So I want the pressure. I want to have the pressure of a run out. I want to have the pressure of punishment for missing safeties like this. And I want to have a punishment for not executing 3 ball runs like this. I'm just kidding, Taylor. Oh, give him a love. Oh my gosh, it's Taylor's special day. That was a risky shot that paid off. Okay. It's not bad. I mean, it was good speed. Yeah, it's good. Nice shot, Taylor. It's about punishment. That's what short rack is. It's about intensifying the pressure, intensifying the details of what's happening, and that's it. Okay, so when 500s, these guys are over 500. Taylor's a 530. Jared's a 580. And see, there's 2 balls on the table, and now if there was 7 balls on the table, this would be less punitive, especially if 2 of them were tied up. So I'm trying to get to where we have more action and more pressure. And nice. What a shot, Taylor. Great shot. All right, 3-1 Taylor. We're going to play several sets of this. It's going a lot faster than I thought. 2-2? I don't know. Maybe it's 2-2. I thought, okay. Well, cool. See? Fun. Short rack. So that's my answer to the short rack is it just intensifies everything. It's not in a mean way to punish, but it's like it makes it very obvious when you make an error that it's an error. so that we can learn from them, the errors, right? And it creates more pressure, and we like pressure. A stream is pressure, yes, of course, but you pull half the balls off the table and it creates more pressure, right? Because these guys might be thinking, well, we should be running out, we should be running out, we should be running out. And doing this with a short rack, it it gives a it gives us a look at what happens. And we could play 3 sets of this and we'll get a pretty good sample size, because so far no runouts. And it's half a rack, 4 balls in the 8 ball. So it's kind of like honestly working out just the way I thought it would, which is you know, it's you're gonna have to pick good patterns and play good cue ball to run 5 balls, 4 balls on a big table. So let's see. Okay. So now that 9 ball is trouble. So we need to consider it's also trouble for the 8 ball. So we need to have a solution for it if we're going to start shooting, right? If we're going to shoot the 10, we need to get perfect on the 12 to push the 12 in on a tough shot to get a shot on the 9, unless the 9 goes in the side, but that's hard to get off, get a shape on another ball, either the 8 or the other ball. So it looks like he's looking at maybe solids and shooting the 8 over there, but I don't think he is. I mean, he might be looking at the 9. Yeah, he's looking at stripes. I was thinking solids are no good because solids ain't happening. Okay, so then on stripes, if you're going to run out, then we got to, it would be great if he could like get on the 12 with an angle to get on the 9. So basically, he just has to, let's see how much angle he's got on the 10. Yeah, that worked. Okay, that's great. Yep. Yes, I probably would have had a little less angle. I mean, at that, okay, that's a great shot, Jared. It's just, this is pretty thin and it might get a little wild off the breakout. Whereas if you were 2 inches up, it might be a little bit smoother, but let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's just check the angle. I mean, the pocketing is a little tougher, but it's going to hit the 8. It's going to have to hit it softly, like so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a tough one. So it's hard to say if that's an execution thing or if it would have been a little bit nicer to have a tiny bit more angle or less angle, less angle, not to stun it, but just it's like an 8 ball with these breakouts and things. Every couple inches matters. That's what we're doing on these runout series. So so that one, it kind of mattered, I think, to get a little less angle. So okay, so here the deal is this 2's trouble. So I think he might have got on it. And I don't mean trouble. I just mean, whoa. I'd shoot the 2, 4, 3, 8. Whoa. We don't want to come back for this, Taylor. You're right in the side on it. Okay. This thing's a bunny wabbit, bro. Okay, let's see. It's minimal cue ball movement, right? And so you don't want to hit the 4 and then the 3 and then come back for the 2. This 2 is nowhere near the 8 ball. So nope, got to shoot in the side, bro. Okay, that's fine. We'll see what happens. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now he's going to go 3 to the 2, and then he's going to have to hit some sort of draw shot to get back to the 8 in the corner or the side. I mean, really, the shot with this angle here is just roll the 3 and put the cue ball very close to where it is, just a little closer to the 2. Oh, he could shoot the 2 now. Man, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was just so tight in the side. It's hard to say. I'm watching this on my phone, so maybe I'm wrong, but this works. I like this decision. This is great, Taylor. I'm super impressed. Yeah, what a shot, bro. I mean, what an impressive decision and shot, and gutsy and correct and awesome. So, yay, pool. He was on the 2. He just went with it. Now, Taylor, you need to walk around and look at the other side of the 8. Nope. Sorry, bro. You got to walk the table. Don't you watch my videos, bro? Got to walk the table. Okay, let's see how he falls on it. Okay, no good. See, if you walk the table, you really can see that it's just a rolling shot, not a stun shot. And you could have, like, actually, if you would have looked, you would have saw you had like side corner shape there. Now you're just on back cut. This is really tough world that you're putting yourself in. And let's go. Okay, well, yeah. So that one, Taylor, is a positional error on the 8 ball. That was, and I think it's caused by not walking around and looking. So I would walk around and look at from the angle that you're coming in towards the 8. It's just it's a thing. That's it. Okay. Doing a lot of good things though, Taylor. Bro, it's excellent. Okay, is he pounding 2 rails here? Just a little stun shot. Back and forth, a Ruski. Yes, sir. And pretty good. Can reach it nice. Now, is he going 3 rails inside or is he going to pound across? Yeah, I think yeah, that shot there, Jared. I think I would have liked to be on that other side rail a little closer to the 9, which is tricky. It's hard to hit a 3 rail shot, but it's probably easier than this 3 rail shot. Let's see what it goes. Oh, he did 1 rail. Okay. Well, not bad. Pretty good. I like it. Excellent. Good pre-shot, good walk. Walk around the table. I would not be drawing this if my life depended on it. I would just roll it. Okay. But that's okay. It's what you're comfortable with. I like rolling the ball. Some people like drawing the ball. Let's see. From the 3 to the 8. You talking about Taylor, Crazy Legs? He had corner or side shape on that ball. If we're talking about the same shot, I have the memory of a goldfish, but in the comments he asked about the shape, and I would have walked down and I would have played side shape first, corner shape second, kind of thing. I would have assumed I'm going into the corner, but I would have rolled at that 8 ball so that I could play it on the side, probably at the angle that it was. Now I'd have to be at the table, bro, because everything looks easy from here, right? Because he missed that. He didn't shoot that other shot in the side that I thought was literally straight in. So I don't know. Maybe the side pockets look tough. Maybe Taylor. Some people don't like side pockets, that kind of a thing. I mean, I probably would have went corner side shape because I do play multi pocket shape, multi ball position. But yeah. But the biggest takeaway is walk the table. Okay. So now we have to decide. Are we going to hit rolling bunty shots? Because we could bunt in the 3, bunt in the 1, roll to the 2, bunt in the 4 with a little stun and come back for the 8. Or, because those are just rolly bunty shots, right? 3 into the pocket, a nice 45-degree angle on the 1. Then we're going to check it back out for the 2 in the corner or the side, and then the 4, and then the 4 leads the 8. Now, or are we going to hit like an 11 and stun it off the rail? Okay, that's what I would do. I would pop this 11 and I would play shape for right where behind his head. Just kidding. I would play shape for that 9 ball, that yellow 9 ball up in the corner. So I would go 11 and I'd snap, get shape on that 9, and then because it's minimal cue ball, the 11 is just a little bit of a stun shot off the rail, and then I have a nice like shot in the 9 that I can roll in or stop, and then shoot the 10 and then the 8. So that's it. Now he could shoot the 2 in the corner. This could work. I don't mind this. 2, 4, 3, 1. I like this, Taylor. I kind of like hitting the stripes because it's very, very connected dots. But this can work. Yeah, good eye, Taylor. I didn't see this one. Good job, bro. So I think he's going 2, 4, 3, 1, 8. Okay, that's a mistake. Didn't need to draw it. You wanted an angle. You didn't want to be straight because now you're going to be running wild away from the 1. Ooh, yeah. See, this cue ball, yeah, see, now you got to change your pattern. Lots of cue ball movement. This is not the best. Okay. But we're grinding every day. We're hustling. See how it runs away at that angle, even at that close of a range? Okay, now what matters here is not getting straight on the 4. You need an angle on the 4. I like that you're walking around. Maybe your ears are burning, Taylor, and you heard me. Okay. So now you got to figure out, are we going off that side rail or are we going straight up? You're right at that angle where you could choose either, right? If you were higher, you'd go straight up. If you're flatter, you come off the second rail. Let's see what you choose. You want to be kind of close to the 4 because we don't want to be here. This is not the best. This is a long shot that you need to draw in a 4 1/8 pocket under pressure. See how it goes. He's a good ball pocketer. Yeah, lost his cue ball. Made the ball, lost his cue ball. Okay. So that one, Taylor, we're gonna train, bro. We're gonna train, and I'm gonna help you to define your zones a little tighter and to walk the table a little tighter. Because you're a straight shooting guy and you're an awesome person and you do you're awesome. That's all I gotta say. My dog's scratching again though. He doesn't see the do not disturb sign. My dog, he's scratching at the door. Okay, stupid Casey. All right, we're kicking at this. Is there anything that I would want to do? You just gotta just hit it, just make sure you hit it. You don't want to give them ball in hand. And this is the greatest outcome in the history of outcomes. It couldn't be any better. That is a 10 out of 10 outcome, Taylor. That 8 ball is right in play. It's not on the end rail. It's out in space. Are you actually talking while they are shooting? I'm in my room, bro. I'm in the booth in my bedroom. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, I'm not sitting there talking while they're playing. So the cool thing about that shot is that 8 ball is not on that end rail. If that 8 ball was on the end rail, right where it is, he could just push a safety on the 9 and leave our guy Taylor in trouble. So now, because that 8 ball's in a threat position, let's call it, my guy Jared's got to come with something, and he can because he snaps these in like nothing. This is child's play for him. Yep. See, I know my man. My man can snap them in. All right. Nice shot, Jared. Yippers. Now you got to find your position. Got to get there. Right? Just don't want to go short and be back cutting the 11. So gonna push it through, find our angles, and got a little back cut on the 11. So that means the cue ball is going to go towards the 8 a little bit. Not bad. I just would have loved to be right there where you pointed, or more on like between the cue ball and where you just pointed. So now I hope he does not hit inside on this because I don't think it's necessary. I can't tell. Yeah, I think he just rolled it in, just natty like. So great shot, Jared. Great shooting. Excellent. Standing ovation. Great. Okay. So what's the score? I don't know. I got to watch the coins move. I think Taylor might be on 2 and Jared might be on 4 now. I think that might be the case. They're talking. I hope the set's not over. If it is, I'll go down and we'll figure out another set. But okay, talking. Is that I don't know if this is the set or not. Okay. Let's see if he marks the score. Is he going to mark the score? Right. At some point, I'm going to have to run down there, take a break for a second, and get him to fire off another set because this is going really fast. Okay, so good shooting, Jared. Taylor's hitting good shots. He's got a couple things he could clean up. Jared's got some things he could clean up. We already kind of went over that stuff. I don't know. No one's marking the. Is he marking the game? Oh, it's 3-2. 3-2. I literally had no idea what the score was. Digital scoreboard. Yeah, bro. Okay, I'm on it. Talk to Jonathan. No, we have DigiPool. We're having some. Well, it's our first stream. We'll get there. Don't worry, crazy legs. We'll get there. It's 3-2. The guy that just broke is Jared. He's a 580 Fargo. Taylor's in the chair. He's a 530. And what else you want to know? That's your verbal digital pool. No, you're right. I get it. These are things we gotta work on. So we appreciate the peanut gallery. Trust me. Thank you for everyone watching. We got 26 people watching. This is literally tens of fives and tens of people. Like I said, this is awesome. All right. Okay. So what's he doing? Is he going to stun out off the 10 and play for the 12? I think that's oh, Jonathan's in there. Good, Jonathan. Go get him, son. Tell him what's up. You're the tech guy. Okay, so he's gonna pop this in. He's good because he could shoot the 11 or the 12 no matter where the cue ball goes here. Perfect. Well, he was great on it. Yep. It's gonna be our first rack run. Coming weeks. Okay. Okay. All right. This is great. Break him. No, he just needs to have a little angle on the 11. We went over there and looked. I like his pre-shot routine. He's starting to warm up here. He's got snapping in balls. It's looking good. Here I would want a little angle. So he did just fine. He came off the rail. He left himself an angle. And it's good. See, that's what I don't like. This I don't like. So if that's the case, I would have taken time to have a tiny bit 2 inches extra angle because I would want to shoot the 8 in the same pocket. If he has to go forward with inside here, this is not the best. Okay. Yep. And that's why, Jared. That's why. Because yeah. Yep. So if you're up 2 inches higher, you could have just checked it right back and shot in the same pocket. So that might have cost you the game. And I would cut this 1,000% of the time. But you're hitting a bank shot. So let's go. Let's see how your bank game is, son. Okay, that was not good. That's okay. And it was not good because it was like a deceleration, and I don't know if you're trying to control the cue ball on the end rail, but that's one you'd want to set up again and just practice lagging it, because if that ball is in front of that pocket, you still win the game likely. Because now you gave him kind of a free roll at winning, because if he can pop this 3 in and get on the 4 or the 1 for sure, or the 4, he can choose which one to get on. If he makes this, he's going to be in good shape, and he doesn't have to worry about leaving a shot on the 8. Okay. So on a bar table, okay, so some of this is contorted because it's a big table, right? And it's tight pockets and it's a stream. But I'm trying to keep off those channels. So see, there's a channel about the width of a cue ball, and I want that. I'm like always trying to stay off that channel. I never want to shoot the shot he's shooting right now. Um, uh, so because it's hard to pocket the ball, it's hard to get enough pace on it, and everything's awful when your cue ball's frozen on the rail. So let's see what happens. He got it, but see the shape, because he was frozen, the shape suffers, right? He can't push through it. Confidence. He doesn't have all the cue ball to work with, and there you go. So it looked like he was playing a two-way on that bank. Well, the problem is both ways failed. The cue ball wasn't covered, and the 8 ball came up short. So you got to on that one, I would have picked the 8 ball because you got a chance to win if you're going to shoot it, and it's going to block the pocket. So that's okay. I mean, we don't always execute, right? And then this, if you're going to shoot it, you got to come off that rail, Taylor, and come back towards the 9 because now this is a disaster. Not that you can't make it, and you guys are smiling because you know your football field shape here. But yeah, see, in some ways, with Poole on that 4 ball he just shot, you have to accelerate through and miss it because this is a low percentage shot under pressure. And so you're better off going down on your sword. Okay, stuck it to me. Nice, Taylor. When 3-3. It's some of this stuff is just habit stuff, like habits. I'm not dogging these guys. I'm not picking on you, Taylor. You're awesome. Of course you can make the 8 ball. That was a 6 shot. That was awesome. Focus on the good, of course. It was great. Yay. Yay, Taylor. Yay, Poole. But what I'm saying is moving forward, Taylor, if I was going to go back on that game, I would shoot that. I would try to get off the rail more and try to hit a little more accurate cue ball and set. When I'm talking about these shots going back, if these guys come back and watch this stream, I'm trying to point out shots they could work on. You know, it's like when you have an unlimited amount of shots you can hit, you can start correcting these shots because you could shoot that 4 on the side and come off that end rail with some pace towards that 8 because who cares if you miss it 6 times? You can just get used to hitting it. Same with like that bank for Jared. Get that thing legged and 6 inches past the pocket, you know, in your mind. And not 3 feet past the pocket. You want to have that right pace, but you know, set it up. And for me, I would just say 3-3, let's go, race to 5, no scoreboard. But what I'm saying is we're trying to learn and trying to grow and trying to figure out what to work on after these games. And each game so far, there's been enough sort of errors that we can't just write it off to I'm nervous I'm on a stream because there's some other things that are factoring in. And it's some decision making and some, you know, with Taylor, it's like you need to walk the table a little more. I can't remember what Jared's stuff was, but I already talked about it. He'll go back and listen to it. But whatever I was suggesting, that's the kind of stuff I would suggest to work on. So now let's look. I got to zoom in. Okay, this is screwy because that stripe looks kind of in trouble. So he could break it into it off this ball by going inside to the end rail, just missing the 1, clipping the 8, and he's got that's a tough shot, right? Solids are pretty bad. The only thing I do here is if they're neutral, which they are after the break, I'd shoot the 1 into the 8 to the stripe right now and then just if you do it, you win the game, right? Because the balls are set up. So I would play the game winner right now, get rid of that trouble instead of breaking into it this way that he is. There's too much going on. You got to hit it too hard. Too many things have to happen because that can happen. Oh no. So I like shooting the 1 into the 8 into the 12, and I think in almost every league in the continental United States you can do that. Okay. Unless he wasn't And yeah, I don't know, man. Well, now I'd take it and I would shoot a follow shot on the 10 and clip the 8 very soft, just gentle, replace the 8 ball with the cue ball and run them out. Okay. So let's see. I wouldn't be going wild at these. I would just clip that 8 with the cue ball off the 10. This I would not do. I would not do this. Green eggs and ham. I would shoot that easier, simpler shot. This is a complicated shot. Are you breaking with 1 on the spot or 9 on the spot? 1 on the spot, Rob 508. What happened? What do you do? I was sorry, I was trying to answer a question. Yeah, they're playing short rack 8 ball, 4 stripes, 4 solids in the 8 ball. So that's why it's a 9 ball rack. Okie dokie. Hopefully that clears it up for you, Rob 508. And now, does this ball go? We're going to find out. If he's trying to masse it, he's not going to get any shape. He's going to stick himself on that end rail. Ooh, he's playing a safety, you tricky little guy, Taylor. All right, nice. Nice. You got your man in a world of hurt. Good job. Very, very nice. All right, so let me see. Where's he at? He's in a tough shot. I would just try to spin off and clip that 2 and the 4 because they're kind of tied up a little bit ish. Not tied up. I guess they both go by each other, but that's kind of a big target if you can get there with some spin. And I guess that's what I would try to do. I'm trying to think, would I ever tie up anything? No, that's not really great. He might try to short rail kick. He's got you in a tough spot, Jared. You might try to, is he trying to tie the 11 up on the 8? That's not a bad shot. Yeah. It's a good idea. Definitely a good idea. That little execution thing, but it's a good idea. All right. So now what do? We go 11. We play multi-ball position, but we try to get on the 9. We don't want to be run downstairs, set up the right shot. I don't get it. Okay. Sorry, Tom Hogan. I don't get it. Tim Hogan. Okay, so you're going to float up towards the 9. We don't want to be far away from it, Taylor. We want to swing up closer to it. Okay, well, that was... Okay, well, there's a little cue ball execution thing. So now you're in trouble because you're straight in and you're going to have no angle on the 10 unless you pound it. If you pound it, you could miss it. So this is not the best here. Oh, but if you're Taylor, you just snap it in and create an angle. Nice, Taylor. Bro, I'm impressed. Your ball pocketing is confident and accurate. Okay, you don't need a ton of English here, just a whisper. Get down to the end rail, past the 1, but not too far. Nice and soft. The inside's going to make it run. Let's check it. Okay, perfect. Well done. Excellent job, Taylor. Great striking, great recovery, and boomstick. Okay, fun. So score is now, I believe, 4-3. Yep, 4. I think it's 4-3. Taylor. Jared is they're figuring out the break. They're alternating the break. All right. So that one was a good rack. It was cool. I guess for Taylor, it's just, try to work on that little draw shot up table so you don't run into the ball. And yeah. Can't remember what else. It's a little confusing when I'm doing the comments, honestly. It's a little tricky for me to remember everything and do the comments. So, off the ball, I don't like that. Nope. I would like, that's what he's saying. No, I think that's what he's saying. Push there. That's what I liked. If he's saying clip, that's the shot I was talking about. Take ball in hand on the 10. No, not that way. Nope, the other way. Unless you can't reach it. But I would put it and create an angle, and I wouldn't come down at like this, Jared. I would go with the cue ball with a back cut angle, and I would just clip into that 8 and push it out of the way. I don't even need to move it. I just need to move it so it's out of the way to replace the 8 with the cue ball on that shot. I mean, potentially. The other way, it's you creating a bunch of English and spin and which makes everything more difficult. So a lot of times on breakouts, if I have to, I will swing down with English or do something with English. But a lot of times, just like my normal kind of play style on 8 ball on a bar table, or because I don't really play big table 8 ball, we're just streaming it here because LOL, I only have a 9-footer. But I'm just trying to make the simplest shot possible, right? The simplest version of the shot. So on that little shot that you're saying to swing into the 8 ball, when you load it with English and spin it down the rail, if that's what you were saying, I like just rolling straight at it and just replacing it. Okay, let's see, Jared. Jared's got a killer break on a bar table. It's a little different on an 8-footer, 9-footer, sorry. Okay. So this is a good one. All right. Chop in the 4, get on the 1, goes to the 3, goes to the 2, goes to the 8. That's it. Yep. Because the 4 ball is not a good key ball. The 2 ball is a good key ball. And the 1, 3 are connected. So it's one shot, and you have to walk around Taylor and make sure that you're not back cutting the 1. So the cue ball is going towards the 3. You want the cue ball on the other side of the 1, so the cue ball is going towards the rail. So you can get on the 3. So let's see what you do. You don't walk around and you put the cue ball right where I didn't want you to put it. Because now you're running towards your trouble. And no, not good. Not good. See, if the cue ball, Taylor, was a 1.5 foot over to the left of the screen here, you would be done. It'd be game over. Now, its game continues likely. But we'll see. You could shoot your way out of it. It's hill. You're a good shooter. If you're going to slide into that 12, that's the problem with that. Too much going on. Miss the ball. Okay. That's a good one. You'll just learn from next time. Okay. And that's why you walk around and look and really, really define the angle where you're coming in, because you got on the wrong side and it went from a win to a loss. Okay, so let's go. Now, Jared's got issues because Taylor's got a threat position with his grouping. I would think about, I don't know, man. I would think about shooting the 12 and popping into that 10 and just saying, this is my 8 ball. 12 in the corner is my 8 ball. If I can make that 12 in the corner and hit the 10, I'm probably going to win the game. Safety wise, he's got stuff he can get on. There's not really great spots to get because he could anything behind those 2 balls, that 10 and the 9 could go towards a 2 if you're not careful. The 3's out there. The 1's in a good spot for you, Jared, because as far as like from a safety position, so it's down on the end rail, but I don't know. I think we got to just rip this 12 and then try to win the game. I think that's what you're doing. This looks good. Let's go. Let's do this. Yes. Awesome. Great shot, bro. 11 ball, win the game. 9 ball, I don't know. Tricky. It's a long speared in straight shot where you're jacked up versus a rolling shot with natural position on the 9. I'd shoot the 11. I bet you shoot the 9. You're shooting the 11. Okay, let's go. Nice. See, I've seen you spear the balls in. I've misjudged you. Nice, Jared. I wasn't picking on you. I was just thinking I would have thought because you really like spearing balls. That is so good, bro. So good. That's the sickest shot of that's a shot of the night. Congratulations, bro. That's the sickest shot of the night. Yep. That was just money. Now, yep, we don't have to get too close to it now because we don't want to overdraw it, but just want to have a nice smooth drawback. Perfect. Remember I talked about overdrawing it? See if you would have went around and looked a little bit more than just pointing at the dot from where you were at. See, yeah, like when I'm playing position on that draw shot that Jared just hit, I look and see what's the weakest, most wimpy position I can have the draw shot hit and still have an okay shot. And because if you put your zone to where he pointed the ball, and he pointed at a spot on the table that was straight in, and if he accelerates too much, he can draw through that zone. He almost hooked himself. So I kind of, uh, you know, um, pointed that out before he shot, which is fine. Not trying to say, oh, look at how smart I am. I'm just saying these are the things that I want to kind of help with. Is when you walk around, especially on the position of the 8 ball, create a zone for your position on the 8 and let that zone be what's the shortest I have to draw back versus um, hill now 4-4 alternate break. What's the shortest part of the zone I can draw to and be okay? Instead of looking at a point that's 6 feet, like 5 feet back, I look at a point. I start my zone at like 2 feet back, and I go, okay, if I drop at 2 feet, am I good? And I'm like, yeah. And then if I get amped and I hit at 5 feet, I'm still good. Yes, but that's just a positional thing. Suggestion. Okay, lost the cue ball there, and we're gonna have Jared at the table, and he's gonna have stripes. I would bunt in the 10. I would shoot 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's it. 9. I mean 10, 9, 11, 12. I think the 10 just goes straight in. Uh, I mean, because you can't really stop the cue ball, you're probably gonna have to roll forward. And the problem is you don't want a severe angle on the 11. You could shoot the 9, depending on where you get, shoot the 12, then the 11, then the 8. But yeah, it just kind of comes down to where you end up. But the 10-9 is the way. And then I think I'd rather get on I mean, yeah, I think I'd rather, because the 8 only has one pocket. I think it's easier to get on. It could go either way. The 11 or the 12 could work. But okay, so here we are. Um, now the issue is he's pretty straight in, and it's almost going towards the side rail. I don't know. I think Jonathan said something about a membership. Yeah, we have a membership for training. Between racks. I'll do it later, bro. Jonathan, you're always hustling, bro. Trying to watch some pool here. Okay, yeah, we have a training membership, and a lot. One of there's extra content. Um, there's run out series. There's Q&As. There's things like that. It's a cult. The members are in a cult. Okay, you're shooting the 12. Okay, I kind of like those 2 balls down there as your key balls, but let's see how it goes. So he's going to go 12, and then he's going to go 11. And see the 10, the 9 to the 8. Is that a 9 ball? Yeah, this is not ideal right now. This is a dicey situation. You're on the hill, and you're hitting snap follow shots with loaded English. Or that was a draw shot. Okay, good. But see, this is a long shot coming back for the 8. Um, if he would have left one of those 2 balls, then he could be shooting the 8 from this position off that 11, because he's obviously capable of hitting a stun shot accurately. So let's see what happens. He's a great ball pocketer. He's probably going to put it down and get shape, and it'll be fine. But I'm just looking at minimal cue ball movement, highest percentage. See, I don't want to be hitting a long shot from distance to get position on the 8. I like I like I like bunty little shots to get position on the 8. So now Taylor has got to get these balls broken apart and play a safety. That's how we start. Bro, I'm working on the hats. Tinfoil chili mo, tinfoil hats. Working on it. Okay. Yeah, so Jared, that's the thing, bro. I think that was a zone situation where you wanted your 2 key balls in the zone of the 8 ball. That was a little dicey to leave that ball for last. Now, I will play key balls when they set on the end rail and they go rolling shots back to the 8. I like that, but that's a dicey shot there. So, okay, you got to break these out. You don't want to hit them too soft, Taylor. That's not bad. That's good. I like it. Okay. I take it back, Taylor. It's a good shot. I just, yeah, they're good. Everything's good, bro. Everything's good. I apologize for that. Yeah. I see what I thought. Sometimes when I see people hit really soft shots like that, the balls stick together and they stay doubled up. And all I wanted was those balls to both be able to go when that shot was done. That was important. Ooh, we got a little jump cue. Hey, bro, jumping on my table? I'm just kidding. Jump cues. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's go. Jump-a-rama. Gonna stick this in and kill the cue ball and run out. All right, let's see. Right? I don't know. What's he doing? What's that? He might be looking at his jump angle, his bank angle. If he dart jumps this, kidding. Okay, well, let's go jump shot. Yay, jump shots. Okay. All right. Well, still in trouble here, Taylor. We got that 2 ball we got to deal with. I might play safe here again. Okay. Because we got that 2 ball. If you just bump this 1 down towards the pocket, I think he won't have a shot on the 9. Let's see. Unless you're going to try to break out the 2, but there's really no insurance ball. And if you play safe around this ball, I'd be okay. Well, did the 2, well, that, see, I don't like, okay. All right. So play safe here? Question mark. It's the 2's problems. So I would, yeah. The thing with knocking that ball in, that you just knocked in, it doesn't really help you because if you would have played safe and you would have kicked, you would have had 2 balls that he could have left you shape on instead of 1 ball that's frozen, like near frozen against the rail. So now you have 1 less ball that he can leave you on when he kicks if you were to play safety. And if you make this ball, see, this is not good, right? Because even if you made that ball, Taylor, and if I took and I walked up to the table and I threw that 1 ball in right now, it's still not over, right? So, but if you would have hooked him and he would have kicked and left you your open balls, it might have been over. So, okay, yeah, hats, logos, yeah. Call us the Burbs Broods. Okay, I don't know. I mean, got some potential crazy legs. Okay, so what's he doing? Is he banking it? Is he slicing it? If he cuts it in, he's got to hit that 1. I'd probably be hitting kind of a high ball and stop on that 1. He's banking it all the way. Let's go. Okay. Now we got action. now we got action because the 9 ball's in front of the pocket. And yeah, Crazy Legs, some sort of logo merch things. It's in the book. I mean, it's on my radar. trust me, I like money, so I just I'm not inspired yet. I've been grinding, bro. But I'll get inspired and come up with something. This is a tough situation because even if he makes it, see, I'd have to be thinking about something different here. I'd bank the 3 maybe. This is not the best because he's gonna try to hook him on the 8. Okay, trying to make it is the last thing I would do, Taylor. Okay, so that's a good learning, teachable moment, Taylor. Tay. Yeah, safety all the way there somewhere, or good evening, Josh and chat. Hi, emo. What's it? Smoke 5 J's, smoke 5 joints. Whatever, bro. 420. Where's my copy? The book, the Cult Bible. Oh, Tech Room, Cult Bible. That's in the works, bro. Okay, so now, okay, Taylor, safety all the way. Yeah, okay, something that didn't work. Okay, so now, what are we doing? We're playing shape, and we're gonna see what he does. I think it's natural to go by the side pocket by the 1 with 3 rail shape, but we'll see what he does. If he loads it, if he does anything fancy. Yeah, okay, that was not the shot. That was Fancy Town. Gosh, that was funny. I straight in. That's awesome. That was so sick. Well, he went hill and he tried something fancy. That was awesome. Okay, well, he got paid off. Nice. Okay. Oh, that was awesome. So, what should we do? You guys want to watch another set? Hit me up in the chat. You want to call this good? You want to play another set? You want to watch another race to 5 short rack 8 ball? What do you guys want to do? We got 40 people watching. Let's play another set. They'll play a set. Okay, I'm gonna walk down and let's play another set. I'm gonna say let's play another set. Boom boom. Josh Burbul pool. Let's play another set. Okay. Hopefully they're playing. All right, I'm gonna walk down. Okay, Tech Room. We'll play another set for you, Tech Room. Okay, I'm gonna walk down and make sure they play a set. I'm just gonna walk down. Hold on, guys. You guys want to run another one? Absolutely. Yeah, sure, Rick. Yeah. Race to 5. Or is that too long or what? Yeah. I mean, what did it take? I don't know what time it is. Probably took an hour. Yeah. Or do you want to do race to 4 or something? I don't care. Okay, let's run it again. It was hill, right? That was grueling. That was awesome. Okay, guys. All right, leg it up, and I'm gonna go back. All right. Test. Okay, here we go. We're back. We're running it again. Race to 5. Let's go. Turn on the sound in the room. Oh, I don't know how to do that, bro. You kidding me right now? Hey, Pablo Escobar. Got all your albums. Just some dude keeping it going. That's a good game. Had not seen it before. Yep. So just as a review, we're playing short rack 8 ball. 4 stripes, 4 solids in the 8. And that was a little bit of a like. So what we want to see, what I want to see is I want to see pressure, and I want to see runouts if possible, and I want to see what people do when the racks are open. That's important. So that's why we're playing short rack. And yeah, it's like if you play, look, so this is 8 ball. So if you play full rack 9 ball with a 580 and a 530, it's basically going to come down to the 7-8-9 or the 8 and 9 on almost every rack. So and not saying they can't run 4 balls or something, but it's just kind of going to come out that way. So then in 8 ball, we have not. I don't even think we've had a break and run in the first set. We played 9 games. Okay, so no one's raining packages here playing short rack 8 ball, and the racks are open. But now it is now. Would I do this on a bar table? No, I wouldn't do it on a bar table, but I'd do it on a 9-foot with 4 1/8 pockets. So, yeah. So yeah, what happened was we went hill. Jared won. He went to Fancy Town and just like completely lucked his way into shape on the 8 shot it in. So it was great. That was the recap. And yeah, Michael Brooks, you can work on safeties in this game too. Yeah, that's the reason too, because safeties are far more punishing when there's less balls on the table. You actually have to execute a really good safety. So this is great. But now it's important right now with short rack, right? Now we have to figure out what order do we go in? And the order we go in right now is probably shoot, man, like depending on the angle on the 3. Yeah, see, it's tricky. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was recapping. But see how these racks aren't automatic with 4 balls on the table? It's not automatic because the 3 doesn't, the 3 doesn't go to the 8 really naturally. The 6 is okay. The 3 doesn't go to the 6 supernatural unless you get really good on it. See, now when you get here jacked up over the 10 and you're shooting it straight in, well, now you got to switch. I would probably shoot the 3 now of the 6 because this is not, yes, he's pointing where he wanted to be. And the reason why these short racks are important is because it really shows you those every couple inches is very punitive when we're into a pressure situation where if we miss, we lose. And that's why I like the short rack. So yeah, I would have shot the 6 there, I think, because you were just forcing it. Okay, so now, what are we going to do? You got a couple options. Yeah, I'd probably shoot the 14 and stun for the 12. So stun between the 12 and the 10, like draw. Okay. Draw towards the 10 ball, and that'll leave you in the 12. Even if you hit the 10, you're okay. And then you shoot the 10, and you shoot the 9, and you shoot the 8. The game's over. So you're getting, okay. Tech room 4929. So you're getting rid of the first half of the boring part of the game. That's a cool concept of short rack ball. Yes, thank you. Yes, that is exactly what we're doing. Is if we played this game on a big table, there would be lots of a lot more innings and more safeties that were less effective and less obviously less effective. Meaning, like when we're in a situation and these are everything's heightened when there's less balls on the table, and it makes it really fun. Like when you overdraw the ball and freeze it on the rail, and there's only 2 balls left, it sucks. And it's like if there was 7 or 8 more of each and half of them were tied up and someone did that, you'd be like, oh, well, I mean, that happens. But when we're in this position with every miss is punitive, it's like, it's more, it's more painful. This is all about the pain and the pressure. That's what we want. So yeah. Yep. So now I got to zoom in, Is he hooked on the 6 or does he got the 6? I can't tell. I'm looking. It's like a school for ants. I'm on my phone here. I think he's got the 6 though. Okay. So roll in the 6. Cue ball with the angle. We'll go right by the side pocket and you shoot the 3 in the side. If you have a shot, if you can't make the 6, I would think about playing safe off the 6 because you got to get the 6 out of there, Jared. That's a horrible spot for the 6 ball. So if you can't make it, then play a safety. Clip the 6, shoot the cue ball down, double him up on the 9 and the 12, so he can't shoot the 9 past the 12 because the 12's blocking it. Do something like that, like reposition balls. That's what I would think about because that 6 has got to get repositioned. Shooting the 3 doesn't go anywhere. Like you're never getting a shot on the 3, on the 6 from the 3. You know, yeah. I mean, if you think that you're gonna snap bicycle draw this back to that spot and try to move 2 inches over, I want to see you do it. This is ridiculous. This is what he's doing. I'm loving it. Okay, bro. Good luck, sir. Good luck packing bicycle drawing to move the cue ball 1 inch. This is the height of my night. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna do it. He didn't do it. That worked. Maybe I misread you. Maybe you hustled me there. Maybe I thought you were gonna do that. All right, let's go, Taylor. Roll this puppy in. It's a free shot practically because that 6 ball's screwed. That 6 ball's still there. You got all the protection in the world. Don't hit this thing in the side. Push it in the corner. Let's go. Put this baby in. Nice and soft, nice and smooth. You don't want it ping pong around the table. That's it. Boom. Nice shot. Taylor, you are a fine shot maker, my friend. Very, very good. Taylor's only been playing pool for 3 years. Here he is on a stream, playing the big bad wolf, Jared, and picking up some character, some knowledge. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not in the room tech. They cannot hear me. I was gonna stand outside the window of the garage door, but nice shot. Good shot. But yeah, that was smooth. But they could hear me yapping through the window. So plus it's cold out there. So I'm in my nice comfy bedroom watching on my phone doing commentary. Roll it in. Let's go, Taylor. Nice and smooth. Look at this kid. Yep. Never a doubt. Taylor, that's some smooth shooting. Very nice. See, I like this short rack, bro. Make mistakes, you get punished. We want the punishment, don't we? We live for the punishment. Okie dokie. I'm still confused by the delay. I'm trying not to watch the delay. I'm confused. It's like, what's that movie? There was a movie about time travel. It was about 4 or 5 years ago. And it was confusing. So let's see. Is it just me or does Taylor's backhand look forward to the butt of his cue? Yes, it is. It is not just you, Crazy Legs. He has a cocked forward hand. And yes, he holds the cue like a sword. Okay. And he pockets the balls like a beast. That's why I haven't mentioned anything to him. He pockets the balls good. He plays mostly bar table. He's married. He's got kids. I want him to have fun. Make balls. That's it. What are we doing? Break in. Oh, look at this soft break. What are we doing? We're soft breaking? You cheaters. Okay. Well, now you could say there's no problem, and I would say there is. 14's a little bit of an issue. It's out in the middle. And unless it goes by the 5. If it goes by the 5, I would shoot the 12 to try to get on the 14 and have the 9 as a backup. If it doesn't go by the 5, then I would, I don't know if I'd shoot the 6 into the 5, but I don't want to spin it with outside. I'd probably spin it. I mean, I don't want to spin it with inside, so I might come 2 rails towards the 5 and just dump the 5 in the corner and have a little angle and shoot the 8. So, okay. Who said cocked? Oh, freaking weirdos. What about time travel? I know, right, bro? Because I'm looking at 2 screens and one of them's got a delay, so I'm confused. Time travel. All right. Fun channel for sure. Oh, thanks, Tim Hogan. I was gonna have to mute you. Just kidding. Okay. Everything, everywhere, all at once. I don't know what that means. Okay. Taylor's back in. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Hot tub time machine. That's definitely not what you're referring to. Okay. What are we doing? That 14 must go on the side. If that's great. Now just bump it in, and we got our first rack of the night ran. Do this. Okay, I like what he's doing here. This is excellent. Look at that. Looking at his zones. He's got a couple different zone options. Here we go. Gonna spear it in. Good. Gonna have a break and run, I think. Oh no, he forgot to make it. It must have been tighter than I thought. Yeah, that must have been tighter than I thought. Or as tight as I thought. Must have been as tight as I thought. That's what I meant. Okay. So what are we doing? 6 ball, natural rolling angle. You're going to want to leave. You're not going to want to be on the far side of the 5, Taylor. We went to school on the other ball. We want to be towards the center of the table to get shape on the 8. We don't want to play shape on the 8 where the cue ball goes towards that stripe. We want to be on the other side of the 5. So you're going to be coming up towards center table, not the far side of the 5. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to have to hit a little draw shot, my boy. And then your angle, we just don't want to draw and stick ourselves in the side rail. So be careful not to get stuck on the side rail. We're not going to give up on our draw, Taylor. Stroke through. And you're stuck on the side rail, which is fine. You're not stuck, but a little more angle would have been good, or just something, but this is okay. You're a ball pocketer. This is easy money for you. It's just I just don't like shooting off the rail like that when it's that close. It wasn't frozen, but it was definitely there. So 2-0, Taylor. Are we having are we gonna have to freaking run this thing 3 times? It's a little early for me to make that call. So Jared can come back easily. But I think it's 2-0. Whoever said I should get a scoreboard thing is right. I'm confused. So sorry, guys. It's our first one. This is our inaugural stream. Teaching stream. We're here to teach. So in case anyone doesn't know, I'm here to try to break down what these MFers are doing, the things they do well, things they could learn from, and yeah. But that one there, I remember at the beginning of the rack, I said that ball in the center of the table is a problem, and that's it. It's a problem. So if it was that tight, I maybe would have rolled it, Jared, and just taken more angle on the next ball. But yeah, or if it was that tight, I might have played it a different pocket even. I don't know. So we'll see. Fine. Some thoughts. Okay, look at Taylor, don't beg, bro. It's losing, you lost some dignity there. Okay, what do we got? Let's go. I'm trying to pump myself up here. I had a tough day. I had like a bunch of training sessions. Okay, wham. All right. We're going to shoot this ball in, whatever that is. I think it's the 11. I can't tell. Oh, no, they might have switched to a green ball. Okay, going to shoot the 14. And you're going to have to get on this 10 ball. Okay. So you could Yes, yes, but you got yes, more there. Yes. Okay. So we want to make sure we come down. And the worst case scenario is we got such a great multi-ball position situation here. Um Flippy score thingy. Yeah, flippy score thingy would be good too. Okay, because the 12 can lead to the 10 to lead to the 9 to lead to the 8. This is a very good opportunity to win the game. Whoops. Okay, so yeah, all right. They need to bet more. I don't think they're betting at all. I don't know. Jared just kind of enjoyed watching and catch the rest later. Have a good night. Okay, Michael Brooks. Later, bro. Yeah, Iggy, flippy scory thingamajig. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Good idea, good idea. We'll probably have we have the electronic score thing, the Woody Digipool. We have it. It's just we're just got to work it out. Okay, so what are we doing? That 3 ball is a mess. Okay, I'm shooting the 10 and breaking out the 14 here. Maybe, maybe. Because what good is it to shoot the balls in and have the oh, my battery's almost dying on my computer. I'm gonna lose my uh-oh. Power save on. Okay, I might lose the comments. Okay. Yeah, I mean, shooting the balls off and leaving the 14 tied to the 3 is no good. So I'd almost shoot the 10 here and just because if you can touch the 14, you can always make the 12 from almost anywhere. So I would shoot the 10 and break into them. I just would. I just would. I would have to come up with a shot and create a shot because I have an angle. And yeah, I have an angle. This is not good. Are you going to shoot the combo? I mean, if you're going to shoot anything, I'd shoot the combo. He's looking at it. That could work. But shooting this ball is the worst ball because it takes away your insurance, takes a piece off the board. This is no good, bro. Sorry. Yeah, no good. And I'd rather go down on my sword trying to break it out right away and having that 12 ball just hanging in the pocket. Even if I got hooked, I could kick it 1 rail or 3 rails because it's just in the jaws, that 12 ball you just shot. So all right. Well, you're going to have less balls and some bad angle to break into the shot ball or try to get position on the short side. Maybe you'll be able to shoot your way out of it. We'll see. But this is a very, very, very low percentage likely position to lose because now what happens is you're going to put this 9 in. And if you don't get out, you're at a big disadvantage because he's got all that material to hide behind and torture you with. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is no good. Yep, that's a game loser. Yep, that's game loser. Okay, no problem. I don't mean to be harsh. I'm just saying that's why we don't do that. Okay, so now, sorry, Taylor. Moment of silence for for your 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 shot there. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this. This turned into what you call a race to the 8, I think. Well, we can have that discussion. That's a thing, right? This is showing us that with 4 balls in the 8, it is not game over. And these balls are open, right? And it's a tough table and it's a stream and nerves and everything. I get it. But this is why we play the game, right? I don't play it on paper. So stop shot on the 5, perfect on the 6, stop on the 6, 7, 3, 8, game over. So, oh, you heard it on my channel. Yeah, race to the 8 ball. Yeah, that's beginner pool. That's what I say, race to the 8 ball. But, put enough pressure on people, you get the pocket small enough, you get a big enough table, you turn the camera on, and they can kind of go that way too. So, still no runouts, 4 balls in the 8, no break and runs yet. I don't know if there's been a 4-ball run total. I'd have to go back and watch the film. A lot of cue ball movement here. This I don't like. Yeah, I would have liked to try to shoot the 7, the 3, and just minimum cue ball movement. So yeah, no, I get it, Iggy. I get it. I'm just saying in general, Iggy, there has not been a rack run, and the high ball run is less than 5, and it might be 4. There hasn't been a rack where someone broke dry and they ran out, or someone broke and ran out. So that means there's been no 5-ball runs, and I'm not sure if there's been a 4-ball run. And that's not to be mean. That's not to be anything. It's just to be, I only report the facts. Like, and if I missed it and there was some sort of run that I missed, but I don't think I did. I don't think there's been any break and runs. I don't think anyone's broke dried. Someone's ran out. I don't think there's been any like 0 inning games or 1 inning games. Yeah. And all I'm saying is some of it's not um, execution and shot making. A lot of it's decision making, because maybe there's too much cue ball movement. Um, maybe they go for a shot where they could have played safety. I mean, that's the teaching stream element of this, right? They're going to come back and listen to it and try to think about some of the things that I talked about, right? That would be the idea, right? And some of the things would allow them to run out racks. Some of the things would allow them to control the game. Some of the things would allow them to be in a tactical position that's better by having more balls on the table. There's just kind of different concepts, right? This is great, Taylor. Nice shot, beautiful shot, excellent shot. And all right, now he's straight in. Let's see. Does he get buck wild? He go forward? Just try to get it towards the 8 with not being on the rail. That's, yeah. Whoopsies. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting on a shot like that. You want to look back at that and say, what is my reality if I hit this shot? And then you kind of accept that reality and understand that, Taylor would probably pay a crisp $5 bill to have a shot on the 8 with the cue ball a foot farther away from the 8 right now. And so sometimes when you try to squeeze and you force and you pound into a pocket, this is what turns out, right? So on that shot, Taylor, I would say, one of the things that I've learned over the years is to look at what is naturally going to happen and what I can likely accomplish, and then accept that, and then hope that I hit it cleaner than I thought and get a little extra out of it. So what a great shot. Excellent shot, Jared. Money shot. Great. Okay. He's got a great pre-shot routine. He's got a nice, long, straight stroke. Snap it and draw into the 14, Jared. What? Oh, come on. What? Someone, are we getting, are you guys cutting me up? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not even betting on this thing. Okay, that was weird. But that's okay. I've missed straight in shots on bar tables. I've missed that same shot on a bar table, like last league season. But then I broke and ran 5 after that. Wink, wink. Okay, same set. Missed that shot and then did the other thing. So, okay, thin, gets energy on the cue ball. Thick, dies down by the hole. My God, that was a miscue. Oh, okay. That's a miscue. That happens. And he is ball in hand. So he gave it to him. That makes sense. Okay, well, That was anticlimactic. All right, what do we got? What's the score? We're in set 2. First set went hill. Jared won on the hill. And I think Taylor was on 2 games, and I think that might be the first game that Jared won. And I think it might be 2-1 in the second set. Yeah, that's right, Iggy. Jolie don't miss the 8 3 times. Jolie don't miss the 8. Yeah, that's right. Channel it. Jolie don't miss the 8. Oh man, Jolie's supposed to be here. Jolie didn't. Jolie no showed me. He's supposed to be sitting in one of those chairs, waiting to get in on this action. Oh well, this is fun. These guys are having fun. Did anyone check the score? Let me look. I'm gonna zoom in and see. Can I even see a coin down there? It's like a fuzzy. It might be 2-2. If anyone in the comments saw where they marked, they're marking the coins at the end, the far end where they rack. I think it's 2-1. Might be 2-2 because I don't see a coin on the end. Okay. Let's see. Right? Okay. The 5's a little bit of trouble. So that needs to go away. I shoot the 7, and I would leave an angle on the 5 to go to back cut the 5 a little, and then float with a little checkarooski and put the cue ball right back where it is. And then if the 8 goes by the 9, I'd shoot it in that same pocket, but it doesn't look like it goes by the 9, so I'm going to leave more angle on the 3 and cut across for the 8 in the pocket that we're going to shoot the 7. But the issue here, though, is if you shoot that 3, you have to be, see, to get on that 5, you need that cue ball exactly where it is. So you're playing shape when you have it. And I get it, like you're thinking minimal cue ball movement, zone clear here, but this is a mistake. You want to shoot the 7, then the 5, then the 3. So let's see what happens. Because this is, you're playing position back to where you have to be. And you did it. Okay. All right. Good. It was risky. That's all. It's just risky. Yep. Yep, it's good. This could be the first run out. Nice. Nice. I think that's maybe the 3rd or 4th time I said this is going to be the coins right on the second dot and left first dot. Oh, okay. So it is 2-1. So this one he just needs to just drag it down for the 5. Really soft. Okay, nice. Okay, good. I see if he was down another 4 inches, then he could have just came across. I get it. Okay. I'm on board with this, Jared. I take it back. It looks good now. And I'm not saying that to be a douche. I'm saying like I get what you did. It's just that 7-5 was so tricky. I probably, or the ball before the 5 was so tricky and you were on it perfectly. I probably would have taken a little bit more cue ball movement to trade for having to play that tricky position. That's it. That's the only thing I was thinking. But you hit it good and it worked and things are good. So Jonathan J. Is that Jonathan? Okay, nice. First break and run. Woohoo! To get it to 2-2. Nice, Jared. Excellent. Yep, great job. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, I just thought it was dicey, but it worked, and that's good. So we'll go with that. And it did. It was a dice. So if the thing is when you're playing position, right? So it doesn't. Who cares the right shot or the not or his shot or my shot? Who cares? Rabbi's arguing. You can do it either way. But what I'm saying is, I can get on board because sometimes you hit a dicey first shot so that the rack is set up perfect from there versus hitting a dicey third shot because the third shot is dicier than the first shot. So that's it. If you think that, oh wow, nice break. if a person thought that that the shot, leaving that shot that he snapped in was dicier than snapping it in and playing position on the other ball, then I get it. And that's good. Okay, what are we doing? 5 ball's in trouble. Does it go past the 14? You got to walk around and look. Let's watch, Taylor. Because the 7 naturally goes right between the 5 and the 12, towards the 12, right between them, honestly. And you could get on the 6, but if the 5 goes past that 14, then it's game over. So I'd shoot the 7 all the way, and I would think that 5 might go past the 14, but if it doesn't, then I would shoot the 6 and get on the 5, because none of these stripes are good to open, and you can run out. You got to play a little cue ball. You got to start with the 7 ball, but I wouldn't like back cutting this 14. It's because you're moving furniture and you're back cutting into a blind pocket, and you're hitting the 9. It's tough. Let's see. I mean, it's just too much. I don't like running into stuff. Yeah, it's a tough shot, and you ran into stuff, and I didn't like it. And it's a game loser, right? Because it's a tough shot. And okay, put the 14 in right now, Taylor. What do you have? You have nothing. I don't mean to be a jerk. I just mean there's no shot, because it ran into stuff and it didn't leave a shot anyways, even if it went in. And you could say, well, maybe I'd have a shot if I would have hit it thinner. Well, my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. So we just go. That's so stupid. I love that phrase. But how would you have gotten from the 5 to the 3? What do you mean? I'm just a random person. Oh, okay, Jonathan. I thought you were my videographer partner. 5 to the 3 on the last rack. I don't remember. I would have back cut it and just floated across and left an angle and then came back from the 3 to the 8. I think that was what I was thinking. Okay, so sorry, Taylor. I didn't like that shot. Okay, didn't like that shot. Now everything's going wild. This is a really big back cut with a 12 ball. It's like a beach ball, and got to get a little better with our cue ball, come up with a better path. And this is going to be the Wild West right now. Yeah, because see, now he's drawing it out to try to hit these really detailed, intricate shots, try to land into a small zone with the big beach ball, the 12. It can work. It can work for sure, but not the best here. So usually I like a lot of angle, move the cue ball, but depends on where the balls are at. This 12 is right in the way. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Now we just fire this SOB in nice and thin and run 1 rail to 2 rails to the 8. And the cue ball is going to land right back where it is. Okay. All right, boys? Because a natural rolling angle is going to be really close to the 12 to the far, like the plate, where it's going to miss the 12 because it's so thin. It's not going to want to run towards the 12 too much. It's actually going to deflect off and come back, not towards a scratch, but like between. Yeah, I wouldn't do all this. Like, this is some nonsense. Nope, because this is a tough enough shot to pocket. Just roll it in and run the ping pong shape on the 8. Run it in, and it runs right by the chalk by that plate, and then back towards the 8. So let's see what he does. Yeah, okay. See, yeah, I mean, the other thing is you don't have to hit any English on that shot. The way I was talking about it, it's very natural to just come back. Now, he might have missed it and shot the exact shot that I was describing. I have no idea. But it looked like he was trying to hit that side rail. And that's a lot to ask on a thin cut like that. On a thin cut like that, I like to figure out where it's going to go naturally and just slice that Mimmy Jimmy in. So, all right. Okay, now his 7's in a screwed spot. Okay, that's a really bad spot for the 7 because he could just do whatever he wants here. Except for this. You don't want to do this, Taylor. This is a danger. No, danger. We don't want to shoot this. Nope. Okay. It was very dangerous because if you would have missed it, he has a shot in the 7 right now. And you were in the exact same spot you were, so it didn't even work. So patience. Patience. I would have probably wiggled the balls open a little bit, tried something different there. Now, you could shoot the 10 and do a little wipe outside and try to leave. But yeah, let's see. Well, he's banking yet. And then is he going to combo the 9-12 in the side? This is a sick run out. I like it. He controls his cue ball. This is showing a little guile. Okay, then he didn't control his cue ball. I gave him too much credit. You got lucky. You lucky prick. I'm just kidding. That's from Color of Money. Okay. Yeah. So that was okay. See, Taylor, the only place you can lose the game is when you flirt with the cue ball over on that side of the 7. If you were over 1/2 of an inch, he wouldn't be jumping this. He'd be shooting it straight in and stuffing it down your throat. So, yeah. So this is just a really good spot, Taylor, to learn about safety play and position play and where the balls are positioned. When that ball's down on the rail there for Jared, it's literally trapped. As long as you don't leave the cue ball over on that like side of the table that he's on. It's basically about, it's about 2/3 of the table that you can't leave him on, but you have the whole other third of the table to leave him on. And the farther, so just so everyone knows, the farther that 7 goes towards the middle plate, I've done videos on this, the more room you have to leave him on the table. So when it's that close to the pocket, you basically have about 80, you probably have about 70% of the table where you don't leave him a good shot. And as that 7 ball moves towards that side, that center of the table, then it goes up to like 80% of the table where you don't leave him a shot. So when you have your 7 on that side of the table, meaning on the end rails rather than the side rail, see here I would just be trying to hit this ball and push it to the side rail. I wouldn't be trying to make it. I'd be hitting it soft and just trying to reposition it closer to the. See, this doesn't do anything. That was bad. Sorry. Okay, Jared. So set that shot up again and try to just think about positioning your 7, like hitting it so you don't give up ball in hand, because this is a loss of game in most countries. And then repositioning the 7. If you just click the 7 soft, Jared, and just think about being patient and winning on the next inning, you would, if you touch that 7 and it just goes towards the hole and you leave him with the cue ball down by the 7, your guy Taylor's effed. Now your guy Taylor has ball in hand, and we're going to see how he does. Okay. Let's see. I'm liking the 9 in the corner over here, Taylor. Other corner. Well, this works. Okay. I'm down. 9, 12 on the side, 9 on the side, 12 on the side, 10 on the side. Easy little drill. I like it. Okay. If you're going away from this 10 right now, you need to take a little more time to have a better angle, because if this starts sliding away from the 10, you don't have to win from here. So let's see. Hopefully it's not sliding away from the 10. Yep. This is a potential game loss with ball in hand with 3 balls in the middle of the table and the 4th ball out there. So moment of silence for this position play. Sorry, Taylor. I love you, bro. This is just not the best. Okay. So that's why we walk the table too, Taylor. And we do those run out series because we want to avoid this. Because when we get in the habit, people, because I do people, when I have these run out series, okay? And they're awesome. And I can't stress enough that that's how you learn how to play a good cue ball and good position and good patterns, is through this series, because you're basically playing into zones, and you're realizing where the bad zone is and where the better part of the zone is. And when you miss your zone, how punitive it is. So that's the value of those run-out series, is that you start realizing I have to walk the table, I have to find these zones, I have to be detailed with my cue ball position, and even on easy shots. Like those were easy, those were really easy shots, honestly. Um, and it's a thing where you gotta get used to um, you got to get used to being detailed when the rack is open. That's it. It's a habit. So these run-out series videos that I have for members, when you're a joined member, it's $20 a month. It's like literally, it's like Rob and me. There's all kinds of other content. You've probably seen the commercials, but the run-out series is where it makes these racks easier to get through and easier to understand which order to shoot them in, and easier to be more relaxed and detailed, so that you don't end up going on the wrong side of balls when there's 3 open balls. Because what happens is you end up with these shots. All right, Taylor's a beast. I'd be pushing this in with follow 100 times in a rows, because if you miss, you want to leave that cue ball on the end rail, and you want to leave that 8 ball real close to the pocket. So he hit it perfect. I love it. Yeah, I might even hit it a little softer, just because you really want to leave that 8 ball in the pocket, right? I know you want to accelerate and you want to hit it with confidence, but yeah, it's tricky. It depends on the shot, right? Especially at distance like that. I don't blame him for putting a little pace on it, but there is something to imagine if that 8 ball was over the lip of the pocket right now and hanging. Well, I would be loving it, because again, all he has to do, he doesn't even have to shoot this ball. He could bank this 7 and leave the cue ball right on that 10% of the table where he has no bank and he has no shot. And if he goes for this and misses it and leaves a shot, this is criminal. Okay, like I like it. Nice, nice, nice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what I'm talking about, Jared. Okay, now Taylor's got 1 shot. Kick at this ball, count the diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 diamonds. Go to 2 diamonds. Hit the second diamond and let it open up kind of soft, and then just kick this 8 and get that 8 in front of the pocket and leave him on that end rail with a similar shot that he just hit. So I like it. I like it. There's nothing good here with hitting the 8 straight on. I think it's a pretty automatic kick, and you could actually win the game. It's a risky shot, but it's about cue ball positioning too, and 8 ball positioning, because the 8 ball is not in a great spot here. And if you chip it, you're just kind of ineffectually hitting it off the rail and leaving an easy bank on the 7 potentially, or at least a bank on the 7. So I kind of like kicking it. It's not in the hole, but there's a lot of good things that could happen kicking it as long as you hit it. You could leave them jacked up on it. You could make the damn thing. You could leave him with the 8 ball in the pocket and the cue ball almost frozen on the rail. So I like it. I like it because it's a pretty easy diamond count. You count 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, and then you got like a 1/4 diamond and then a 1/4 diamond long. So it's like 4.5. So you just go down to 2 1/4. So you basically are gonna sort of feely kind of look at the second diamond and kick it in. But we'll see what he does. He's hitting a soft shot. I think he's trying to leave him right on top of it. And the only problem is, yeah, what happened? Was it frozen? Oh gosh, it was frozen. Oh man. Well, then I wouldn't have done that. I don't know what he was. Okay, well, that was weird. Okay. Okay, this is gonna seem like nothing, but I'd shoot it in the corner, the other corner, bro. Not there. Nope, you're playing position. See, if you just go walk around the other way and shoot it in the other corner, you can just push the cue ball right down. Now you're reaching and stretching and shooting it, and you're gonna get shaped 99 times. It's the 100th that I don't like. See, look at this. Look, I'm not saying he can't make it, but now is he going to pull out a bridge? See, if he would have shot it in the other corner, he'd be 3 feet away from it. And the game would be over by now, not getting a bridge. So, all right, bro. I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying the other corner, that was the shot. Because then you're going away from the 8 and you got shape. Here you cut across your line, ended up with some weird shot off a bridge with ball in hand and the ball before. So, okay, got it done. Yay, pool. I think it's what is it? 3-2, Jared. Okay. And yeah. Okay. Let's go. I'm running out of steam. This is fun though. Hopefully people are liking it. Not too many people in the comments. We kind of lost our steam there. We got 28 people watching. Dozens. Literally plural too. Dozen. That's good. This is good. We're just getting started. We're building our channel here. So thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. And yeah, hopefully we're learning. Hopefully these guys will talk to me again after this match. I think I'm being fair. Hopefully. It's an echo chamber, bro. I'm in an echo chamber here. But I think it's good. All right, 3-2. Jared. Come back 3 games in a row. I think he was down 2-0. It's got that. What is that? Like a snake skin shirt, hoodie. Guy's got flair. I do not know how people can play with baseball hats. It gets in my view, but I don't know. People do. All right, let's check it out. Is he getting a soft break or hard break? Yeah, kind of medium. That's a good break. All right. Okie dokie. Okay, shoot the 5 and the game's over. I think that's a shot. That's it. It's the only trouble ball. It's a tough shot. Yeah, I'd go 5, roll up for the 6, come back down for the 3 because that's your next trouble. And the 5 goes to the 6 really natural. And then the cue ball, you want to get past the side pocket. So you have a little angle on the 6. Then you can dump the cue ball down for the 3, go to the 7, runs to the 8. So the 5 ball's a shot. Let's go. Let's put our chips in. Let's win the game. Let's make sure we make it and get shape on the 6. Because we need to get a back cut angle to get back down table nicely for the 3. We don't want to have to snap draw it off the 9 and move the 9 ball all over the place and create an angle that way. We got a nice rolling angle. We pop in the 5. Cue ball is going to go towards the 7 and the 8, and then you're going to be able to just chop in the 6 and go down for the 3. Good shot, Taylor. I don't care if you make it. You're shooting the right shot. Excellent. Yep, I'm good. I would have hit it a little bit more cue ball to enter my zone a little better because that's not a great angle to get down on the 3. And if you would have gave it a little more pepper, it might have held its line a little better too. So, all right. Now, dealer's choice. You could do the same pattern with the solids, or you could shoot the 10, 12, out to the 9, 14, dual position play, right? Shoot the 10, leave a back cut angle on the 12, so you can just roll it out back to the cue ball in that same zone that it's in right now after the 12. You could shoot the 14. You literally could shoot a stop shot on the 9 off the 6, and you're perfect on the 8. So I think that pattern can work. If you want solid, you go 5, 6, 3, 7, 8. But and I would want to be below the 12 here, just because it's just a natural little roll. It's just a bunty little shot. You're gonna have automatic position. I wouldn't be stunning this. Let's see what he does. Yep. See, now you're forcing your line back up and down table. And yep, the other way you could just roll out into space. I mean, this can work, but it's kind of flat, and he's got to kind of give it some pace. And I get it. Yep, I get it. We'll see. We like it. I don't like pointing at the table like that and not walking down and looking at exactly the angle off the 12, especially if I'm going to go multiple rails like this. I want to look at I want to follow the path by walking and visualizing the path. Now, that's me. See, because he came up short. So now he's having to play position instead of just stop roll, right? Because now he's having to hit the 14 and come back up and play shape on the 9 and create an angle to get on the 8. And if he, and see, coming out 2 rails like he did with inside was like way overkill for like a roll pattern that was available on this run out. So he'll be fine. He'll get out, but it's just harder. And okay. I jinx him every time I say it. I'm like, he'll be fine. He'll get out. And then, but so, all right. Now we got to think, Taylor. What are we doing? We got to think. I like chipping the 3 towards the pocket and leaving the cue ball right on the plate ish. Okay. Because that's a tough ass shot on the 14. And he's got no shot on the 9. And if he misses the 14, you can win the game. Okay. So kind of like that. This doesn't look like it's going anywhere. If you put the 7 into the 9, there's no coverage on the 14. So I sort of like leaving that there. Let's see. We'll see what he's doing. I mean, if you put the cue ball down and make the 9 and put the cue ball down on the end rail, that could work. Okay, I don't know what that was. Oh, you were trying to make the 6. Okay, well, yes. Okay, so yeah. Now, if you're, yeah, I think a safety there, Taylor, because it's possible he's got the 9 here, and if he has to push through this 9 and get that 8 moving, that's a thing. It's gonna run through the 8 and leave a 14 ball. Let's see. He's got to hit with some pace. Perfect. Oh, he didn't hit the 8. Well, yeah, well, that got tough. So, yeah, it's a tough shot. I mean, it was a good try or a good shot, Jared. Very nice. Very good. So he's got to just roll this in, and the shape's automatic. Roll it in the corner. It's not easy. It's a tough shot. Yeah, super tough shot, bro. Okay. So 3. It's interesting. I like playing an angle to get. I like going up, playing the cue ball just past the 14. You can make some decisions, right? The 5 kind of would like. I'd like the 5 to go next, but I want to be close-ish. So when I come up towards the 14, I want to have an angle. So I don't want to be like straight on the 5 necessarily, and I don't want to be far away. So I don't mind that. Now I'm shooting the 7 all day. And then it's going to be the 5, which is a bummer. That was a cue ball thing. Because if that cue ball's over another foot towards the 5, then you could shoot the 5, shoot the 6, 7, or the 7, 6. But yeah. Now you want to see a shot? I'd shoot this. Well, no, I wouldn't. I don't think it's Okay. If it was available, I would push this 7 in and knock that 8 down by the hole, because the 6 ball's automatic shape, and the 5 to the 8 would be easier if that 8 was another foot down table. Because it's not easy for the side right now. I think you have too much angle in the 7 to do it, but I would purposely push the 8 down like a foot, like 6 inches away from the hole if I had a chance right now. But I don't think he has that angle. Oof. Oof. Okay. Well, womp womp. Okay. Yeah. All right. Little execution issue, Taylor. All right. This one is rolling the 14. Game's over. You want to get the 8. You want to get the cue ball across the center line. I want to get the cue ball across the center line. So off the side rail and back across the center line. I don't want to baby it. I want to get it between where the 14 is. Okay, whoops. And that's good. The cue ball was good. Okay, similar spot here. We're going to have to shoot the 5 to the 8. So now you want to walk down and get the right correct angle. No, or you just want to shoot. That's fine too, Taylor. I'm just kidding. Okay, yeah, you'd want to find your angle a little better than that, because you might not, you might stun it and it might be fine, but someone is getting sleepy. Damn right I am. Had a rough day, bro. Okay, so you're gonna pinch it across, and got an angle. See, this is not good. It's not enough angle. This is like, is that Bertrand, Mike B? Hey, Mike. Yeah, I'm going forward on this thing, and I'm gonna go forward, and I'm gonna put a little whisper of inside and go towards the dot for where they rack the balls. It's really natural to go forward off that end rail and towards the 8 ball on the side. That's the shot. Pounding across back is it's tricky on this tight table. So I'm gonna roll forward natural. And then if you go with a nice level high ball, it'll just slide down table with some inside. It'll just run down real nice. He dropped his tip down and struck it hard and dropped the tip down and ended up stunning it instead of rolling it with a high ball. So you want to set that shot back up again, Taylor, and smooth that ball off the second rail towards the spot on the table. And boom, nice. Sick. 3-3. Here we go. Let's go. Getting pumped up. All right. What did you say? I wonder how well they would play if actually coached on the run out. That's a very good question, Tim Hogan. I would say that I'm going to tell you a little story, Tim Hogan, about that. I played Scotch doubles with Nancy. Nancy was a 180 Fargo, collar 200, we'll round up. And I was like a 715 at the time. So we were 915 on our Fargo. We played a Scotch double at the club when I owned the club. And I set up the tournament, Scotch doubles, male, female, with coaching on every shot. Okay. Nancy had been playing pool about 6 months at this point, and she was like a 100 Fargo, maybe, yeah, about that, 150. And we won the tournament with coaching at an 800, let's call this an 850 total Fargo rate. And in the finals, we beat 1,200 team. So we gave up 400 points. 8 ball on the break, take the points. We gave up 400 points and we won the tournament. And it was because of coaching. And yeah, I was able to coach her. Well, also because I play simple, 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 simple stop roll patterns. And I was able to, you know, coach her. In the 1200 team that we played, the 700 was with a 500, and the 500 was not willing to accept coaching. And so he never coached her the whole time, and we beat him. And we won the tournament. We won undefeated in the tournament. We were the lowest rated tournament team by far, and we basically went undefeated. We didn't lose a match. So maybe that answers your question indirectly. Coaching and the decisions and the shots you hit are super important. What order you hit the balls in, it's critically important. That's why I keep pimping my runout series in my membership, because it's very important. Okay, this nine's trouble. You got to get this nine order before you do anything else. So it's got to be next up on the agenda. Yep. So I would have put all the chips I owned in my pocket to try to find a way to get on that nine, because you got two insurance balls to work with, the 10 and the 12. So I would have followed down to the end rail, even if I had to move the cue ball a little bit, because I don't want to be playing this position shot right here, because if I miss it, it's like I'm in trouble, right? I see if I would have missed the position shot on this next nine and that 10 was still there, I could try again, and I could try again. I could keep trying. So I want to go right away. So, yep. And then also, when I'm shooting this shot, I don't want to be shooting this shot playing to the 12 ball, which plays to the nine. I'd much rather be shooting this ball right now, this same exact shot with that 10 ball hanging in the jaws, because then I can use that 10 ball is a lot easier to get on the 12 than this shot, because this shot is a handful just to make. And to get too precise on your shape while trying to make this long shot is why you'd want to shoot those in a different order, why you would fight and scratch and claw to get this nine out of there before the 10, and rather than just settling for this pattern. So let's see how it works out. He could get out here. It's not a problem, but see, this shot to the 12, if you were playing position from the 10, you could have got a lot closer than this to the 12 and a lot better angle, because now he's far away with no angle, and it's very likely he can have an outcome here where this happens and he gets there and everything's great. But this is the problem. And see, if you're focused on the result of the run out, you would say, that's not a problem. I just ran out. And I would say, okay, I get it. I understand. But it is a problem. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. It matters what order you shoot him in, and he got out, and it's a good out, but he had to shoot tough shots with tough position instead of one position shot and a bunch of bunnies. So that's it. I said what I wanted to say about Minnesota Fats, and yeah. And so what I'm saying is, I want to save those shots for when I need them. I don't want to play patterns that create those shots necessary every game. And that's it. That's it. I mean, Jared's a great shot. He's a great shot. He shoots super straight. He has a lot of acceleration. He's a natty dresser. He's got tons of swagger. Smart guy, but I want to save those shots for when I need them. I don't want to have to play that way continually. It's like, I just want to hit easy shots, bro. I just want to hit easy shots, and those are tough shots. So that's it. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, it's awesome. I don't know. Thumbs up. What is it? 4-3. You thumbs up me. I think it's 4-3, Jared. So nice. Good job, Jared. Nice shooting. Not saying you're not shooting good. Okay. All right. There we go. Now, what are we doing? Got 2 solids in on the break. We got a wild 6-ball opener. Going to be nearly impossible to get on the 5. You got a tough opener on the 9. It leads to a congested 12-14 with the 10. Tricky run out. If it's a bar table, it's a little different story. You'd shoot the 9, probably pop over for the 10, kind of slide so you can shoot the 12, avoid the 5-8 with a back cut. I mean, it's tricky, right? So this is interesting. We'll see. It just seems this seems like there's a lot of traffic to get through here with these balls, but maybe it's a natural path. Let's see. First, you got to make it, which is impossibly difficult, apparently, like I thought. And yeah. So that yeah, so that's a tricky situation. If it's that tough of a shot, we maybe might have thought about even playing a safety, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at it, but yeah, the 10 ball's blocked by the 6. If he's on the 6 here, he's literally got to pound it past the 9 through the 9-12 gap and just snatch his rock up table. See if he can do it. I would not go forward here. This is not going to make it. There's too much. It's too much arc and spin. You got to stun this one back. Yeah, see? No good. No good. No good. Because if he would have actually made it, that would not have been his position. He would have been, the cue ball would have been center table. It wouldn't have got there. It was too flat, too archy with the cloth. Now, sliding a stun shot through that gap and shooting the 9-12 gap and just leaving a shot on the 5, that would have been a nice shot, I think. What game is this? Oh, hey, Marco Garcia, what's up, bro? We're playing short rack 8-ball. They got 4 stripes and 4 solids, and we're playing short rack 8-ball. It looks like a 9-ball game, but it's actually 8-ball. Just less traffic, more pressure, more excitement, more punishing when you don't play a safety right or you play a bad pattern. It's just a lot more pressure, right? So this one is just a nice rolling ball. I would not be drawing this around. This is not the right shot, Jared. Yep, because it would have been a lot easier to control your cue ball just rolling it there. So it's like it's a thing, like one rail shape, and then yeah, you'll be okay. You're just gonna snatch this back, and you're gonna win the set. So it's fine. Yep, beautiful shot. Like to see you stay down. You kind of stood up on that one, but it's for you to decide. Yep. Snap this in for the win. Okay, good job. All right. I think that's it. Is it? Yeah, fist bumps. We're going to call her good. We're going to hang it up. Thank you. First time joining live. Okay, cool, Michael. Awesome. Yeah, check out the replay, man. It's a lot of teaching, a lot of learning, a lot of discussion. I think they're going to still play, but I'm going 90-night. So, hey, man, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you on the next one. And hopefully you guys had fun and we learned some stuff. And hopefully these 2 dudes will talk to me again. All righty.